Good morning. So I've known about this service coming up for a while, much longer than you, so I have the benefit of having been excited about this service for a while. And so I'm so delighted to welcome you to a very special all-ages worship service here at First Parish in Bedford. Thank you, beautiful people, for making time in your busy weekend on a dry, not too frigid day and coming here to engage with what we do in this space, which is how do we know how to be human, and how do we do that in community. So you are welcome. You are welcome to participate as your heart and your mind and your body welcome you today. And I invite you to experience the beautiful crafting of this service by Dorothy Anderson-Parales and Faulkner-Carroll. So I have some announcements of some very exciting things that are coming up, both today and in the coming weeks. Our auction is almost here, and we hope to see you there. It's on April 1st, and starting at 6 p.m. There'll be light finger foods and drinks and fun. It's for just $10, and you can sign up for free childcare and check out all of the wonderful things that are available at the auction. You just go to the website, find the gavel, click that, see all the wonderful offerings that are available. I have to say that I have, our range is not that great this morning. Is that a little bit better, people? Yeah. Thank you. Shout out to Maureen for having the guts to be like, Lisa Maria, nobody can hear you. All right, so thank you. So the auction, the first, Saturday night, 6 o'clock. You want to sign up for free childcare if you want. You want to come because you do. And so you click on the gavel on the First Parish website, and that will get you all the information that you need. We also have coming up this week on Wednesday our Vespers service by our Adult Faith Development Committee members. It's a time of quiet community together on a Wednesday evening. Come, reconnect, recharge. That is at 7 o'clock on Wednesday in the Bacon Room, okay? We also have the plant fair coming up. There's a plant fair preview in one corner of the common room this morning. The whole plant fair itself will be in May on Saturday the 20th with a rain date of the 21st. So check that out while you're also going to the Mystery Friends celebration if you've participated in Mystery Friends. And that is also during social hours, our Mystery Friends celebration. Now, I also have a special announcement from our partner church group that there is going to be a pancake fun time breakfast on Saturday morning, April 8th, and that is from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock. You'll get to the pole capping at 10:30, always important, so come, have pancakes, then cap a pole. I'm still not entirely sure what that is, by the way. I need to do a little bit more research. It's still confusing to me. The profits for this pancake breakfast will go to members of our partner churches community in Transylvania to help those students go to high school because there are no local high schools the way we think of them as being available here in our school systems that we have. And then we also have Marge Heckman in the house. Yes, yes. There we go. We have Marge Heckman who has a very special announcement as well.
Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to put out a call for all of you who have never been to Ferry Beach. Ferry Beach is a center up in Maine that we go to as a community for a weekend away, and it's been going on for years, but unfortunately because of COVID, not for the last 3. For those of you who are not familiar with Ferry Beach, it's a fabulous weekend time to get to know people on a more intimate level, to be at the beach, to have fun, play games, drink some wine, if you're an adult, of course. And I would encourage all of you to think about coming. It's Mother's Day weekend, so it's a great time to be with your mom and spend time as a family together. My kids have incredible memories of Ferry Beach. It's one of their favorite memories of this church when they were younger. So I encourage everyone to think about coming. There'll be a table at coffee hour today where you can sign up or ask questions. And if finances are an issue, we do have funds available to help. So please don't hesitate to talk with Reverend Annie or Reverend Megan with regard to that if you need some help. So I hope to see you there. Thanks.
Thank you, Marge. Ferry Beach is indeed a magical, beautiful, lovely place. So I now would like to invite the Hall family to come forward and light our chalice, and I invite everybody else who is willing to rise in body and spirit to join in our unison affirmation, which you will find in your order of service. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. El amor es el espíritu de esta iglesia, y el servicio es su ley. Este es nuestro gran pacto, vivir juntos en paz, buscar la verdad en espíritu de amor y ayudarnos los unos a los otros. Thank you. Please be seated. And I welcome Dorothy and Carlo to lead us in our wonderful worship this morning.
It can feel so good to slow down. There are few opportunities in modern life to pause, feel, and connect. When you do slow down, it's possible to settle into the present moment and notice a space within yourself. Space to breathe, space to listen, space to connect with what's important to you and who you are.
In this service ahead, we're going to journey through layers of emotion that are part of the human experience. We'll begin in quiet and then move to harder days, hopeful and healing days, joyful days, and back to quiet.
There's a rhythm to life and living in our bodies, our heartbeats, our footsteps, our breath. Let's breathe together. Everybody breathe in and out. One more breath. In and out. Coordinating our breath and our movements can help us to align with each other and feel a sense of connection and shared humanity.
Today we're going to share movement prayers, poetry, and music. The opening movement prayer is one you may be familiar with as we've offered it before. It's called Sometimes When I Sit With You. We're going to ask you to participate as you're able. It begins with breathing. And you may want to simply focus on breathing through the whole movement prayer, but you're also welcome to join us in the simple movement gestures that are easy to follow along. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Most important is that you make it your own and maybe draw on imagery that's inspiring to you.
Something that I can't explain, but I can feel it just the same. Sometimes when I sit with you, it feels like 1 + 1 makes more than 2. The energy of life swirls round. I feel my feet upon the ground. This thoughtful presence that we share, it makes the hard times easier to bear. There's something that I can't explain, but I can feel it just the same. Sometimes when I stand with you, it feels like 1 + 1 makes more than 2. The energy of joy swirls round. I feel my hands upon the ground. This vibrant presence that we share, it makes the chaos easier to bear. There's something that I can't explain, but I can feel it just the same. Sometimes when I sway with you, it feels like 1 + 1 makes more than 2. The energy of grief swirls round. I feel my knees upon the ground. This caring presence that we share, it makes the sadness easier to bear. There's something that I can't explain, but I can feel it just the same. Sometimes when I breathe with you, it feels like 1 + 1 makes more than 2. The energy of love swirls round. I feel my heart upon the ground. This soulful presence that we share, it makes the distance easier to bear. What a gift it is to hold space for yourself in the company of others. There is a link between being at ease with yourself and connecting with others. People say it feels so good when someone is a good listener. Well, people don't say it as much, but it feels really great when you listen to yourself as well.
I'm going to share a poem with you that I wrote one day on a rainy, blue day while walking on the sidewalk in the rain in a big city. It's called If I Was a Tulip. Maybe you can imagine the sound of footsteps clomping and raindrops pummeling on the cold pavement. I forgot to tell you, this poem is set to some movement. Surprise. If I was a tulip, I'd wrap my petals round and bud into the world, sheltered from the sound. I'd wrap them even tighter with the fading of the light and hold myself in stillness, protected through the night. With the kiss of morning, I'd begin to trust dew, songbirds, sunshine. For all of these I'd lust. Unfolding purple chambers, a velvet song to see. I'd bask in all the glory of simply being me.
It's pulse and rhythm that keeps our bodies alive. There's a rhythm to our breath. Our hearts beat within, and we hear the pulse of our footsteps. We invite you to walk with us where you are, seated or standing, as we transition from contemplating from quieter days to harder days.
This is a walking meditation. Now, you will see it throughout the service repeated, and it's easy to catch on to. You're welcome to do it seated, standing, in your imagination, but just join in with us as you like. Walk, 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 walk through light and dark, earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Sway, 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 sway through quiet days, earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Walk, 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 walk through light and dark, earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Sway, 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 sway through harder days, earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round, life cycles round.
There are many kinds of harder days.
I think we need you a little.
Can you hear me? Okay. There are many kinds of harder days. They bring feelings like loss, loneliness, melancholy, sadness, grief, despair. Sometimes we call it feeling blue.
We're going to ask for your participation in this next piece. It's a poem I wrote on a blue day, and it's titled Raindrops Marching on a Tin Roof. We will participate as we're able. It's
We'll speak. Right. Oh yeah, you'll find the words in your order of service. We'll read them together a few times, and then we'll take it into a round.
Oops.
All right. Get a beat going.
Raindrops marching on a tin roof, calling in a voice that's coded as the dew. Dewdrops chilling on the tulips, closing in a yellow sadness over you. Raindrops marching on a tin roof, calling in a voice that's coded as the dew. Dewdrops chilling on the tulips, closing in a yellow sadness over you.
Raindrops marching on a
Raindrops marching on a tin roof, calling in a voice that's coded as the dew.
Dewdrops chilling on the
Dewdrops chilling on the tulips, closing in a yellow sadness over you.
Raindrops marching on a
Raindrops marching on a tin roof, calling in a voice that's coded as the dew.
Dewdrops chilling on the
Dewdrops chilling on the tulips, closing in a yellow sadness over you.
I wrote this song on a day that was particularly hard for my family. It's called Tulips. Tulips, lips to kiss you through. My kiss floats through the mist to you. It takes my love to where you are. My tulips kiss you from afar. Two eyes, eyes that saw you, dear, eyes that wish they saw you here. They ache with sorrow and with tears, and will always miss you through the years. Two arms, arms that held you tight, that hold your memory in the night, will always cherish all your love and wish you peace brought by a dove. Tulips, lips to kiss you through. My kiss floats through the mist to you. It takes my love to where you are. My tulips kiss you from afar.
We're going to still need your violin. We still need the violin. We still need our violin because we're going to continue with that melody. These little blue fabric pieces that we held up, you have them hidden in your pews as well. They're really hidden though, so that we didn't get them out too early. They're at the side of the aisle, like where Bob is sitting, the side of the aisle. Lift up the cushion, only on the outside aisle, not on the inside.
Except in the back two rows where there are things under, where they're at the inside, the back two rows on
I
this
see
side.
some people are finding them. It'll be on the outside, not the inside aisle. Wow.
In the back 2 rows on this side, they are on the inside of the
As
pew.
you find some, spread them round. Oh, good. Thanks, Mitch. All right, so even if you don't have one, you can imagine having one in your hand. These little pieces of fabric are going to represent something for us. I want you to find one and hold it, or imagine one in your hand. It's about holding something that's difficult in your life. We're going to participate together in building a living sculpture. Carlo is going to continue to strum the melody that we can hum along with as we place, anybody who's willing can come up and place their blue strip, their hardship on this tree that will hold our hardships together in community. And as we go, I will place a few extras on here for hardships that we hold in our heart and for those of you on Zoom. Again, you're welcome to hum along. If someone beside you needs some assistance bringing their hardship up to the tree, you can carry one for them.
Good morning. I'm Annie Gonzalez, your acting senior minister, and it's so wonderful to be gathered in this multi-generational artistic worship this morning. I'm so grateful for this community that supports people of all ages and supports us in so many ways. And I just want to remind folks that it's stewardship season. Yes, exciting, I know. It's very exciting, and we have one of our youth today to just give us one more reason why it's so important to donate to First Parish. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Corinna Dogan-West, who will talk a little about what First Parish means to her.
You're good. Hello. So I've been going to First Parish since I was basically born, I think. And it's always been a great place for me to feel excited to come every weekend. And when I was younger, I loved all the crafts that we did. But as I grew up, I realized how important this community is, because just the diversity and welcomeness is such a great feeling to look forward to. And every week or Saturday, I'm excited for Sunday because I have senior youth group to go to, an OWL that I'm excited for, and it's such a great feeling knowing that all of you are here. So I have come to talk to you about some of the experiences that I have been able to go and have fun with my friends because of this community. So I have been going to Star Island for, I think, since I was 6. And I know a lot of people have gone there as well because I see their sweatshirts everywhere. And it's such a nice place. It's in New Hampshire, and it's just for a week, and I've made so many good friends there. And I've also gotten to go to Camp Quinabarge, which is a sleepaway camp, and I've met so many longtime friends there that I love laughing with. And every year I go for half a month or a month, and I'm so glad that it's in my life because all of these experiences have really shaped who I am, and the people that I've met there have opened me to new experiences that I'm so happy to think about. And I've gotten to go volunteering with my senior youth group and all my friends, and we got to go to Boston and talk to homeless people about their experiences. That's called City Reach. And I've also done a few other volunteering experiences that I still look forward to doing more. Even though I have hit my requirement for high school, I still always try to see what other volunteering jobs there are out there, because I love talking to people and hearing what their life is like. So I have gotten to do that because of First Parish, and I am so grateful for this place and all the people in it. Thank you.
And just to mention, the youth and especially with Corinna's leadership, the senior youth and some of the junior youth participated too in an idea they got from their City Reach program to bring together items that can benefit people who are living on the street, and make bags, little kits that people could give out if they run into someone who's asking for money or who seems like they need support. And so youth brought all kinds of things that their families generously donated. Many of you, I'm sure, were part of that, bringing in snacks and tissues and hygiene products and hand warmers and socks. And I was able to give out my first kit this week. I stopped at an intersection. Someone came up to me. I never carry cash, hardly ever. I said, I don't have cash, but I have this bag that my youth group made at church, and I hope it helps. So just a plug to how awesome our youth are, how they're truly making an actual difference right now in our communities. And that's one more reason why you should give generously to First Parish, where we make all this and more possible. Thanks to you all. Oh, we're also going to select an offering now, too. Forgot about that part. Don't just give to stewardship, also give today, Sunday morning, to the offering as well.
Please join us in walking from hardship to hope. Walk, 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 walk through light and dark, earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Sway, 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 sway through harder days, earth, sky, earth, life cycles round. Walk, 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 walk through light and dark, earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Sway, 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 sway through hopeful days, earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round, life cycles round. As we were thinking about hope, we wondered, when you don't have hope, how do you find it? We think that hope may be something to work towards, not just passively wait for.
In this next movement prayer, you'll hear a journey of cultivating hope in the words. Please rise and follow along with the movement gestures as you're able. You're always welcome to adapt it and make it your own. The gestures go like this: longing for hope, summoning hope, gathering hope, tending our hope, living in hope, and offering hope. It will start out with the breathing gesture that's so familiar now from the other movement prayer.
Longing for hope, it's been a long time, needing to feel, things will be fine, summoning hope, remember the grace, quietly breathe, slowing our pace. Gathering hope, holding it dear, rising above, what we fear, tending our hope, softly we breathe, listening within, hope, living in hope, living in hope, side by side. Together we walk, together we walk, together we walk, on each other we lie, offering hope, offering hope, offering hope, for every soul, warming the heart, warming the heart, warming the heart, making us whole.
All the little animals were sad. Little Mole lay in her burrow deep underground and put her head in her paws. Little Skunk lay in her burrow deep underground and put her head in her paws. And Little Rabbit lay in her burrow deep underground and put her head in her paws. Little Mole's mama asked,
"Oh, little mole, whatever is wrong?"
Little Skunk's aunt asked,
"Little Skunk, whatever is wrong?"
Little Rabbit's grandpa asked,
"Little Rabbit, whatever is wrong?"
I don't know, but I don't feel good inside. I'm sad.
What you need is hope.
Hope? What is hope? Where do I find it?
Come with me. Sometimes hope is hiding in the darkest of places.
Come with me. Sometimes it's hard to see.
Come with me. But it is always there. You just have to find it.
Little Mole's mama, Little Skunk's aunt, and Little Rabbit's grandpa led them gently out of their dark burrows up towards the light. But on their way out of the tunnel, the moles stopped.
Little Mole, do you see this bulb up there?
Little Mole's mama pointed to a bulb squashed in the dark earth. It was brown, wrinkled, and lifeless.
It's dead, Mama.
Oh no, Little Mole. This bulb is not dead. It's just waiting for the warmth of the sun to come and warm the earth. And soon it will break through the ground and grow into a beautiful yellow tulip. Close your eyes, Little Mole. Can you see this yellow tulip dancing in the wind?
Yes, Mama. I see it. I see it!
That, my dear, is hope.
That is hope. Meanwhile, Little Skunk and Little Skunk's aunt reached the top of their burrow, where the sun was shining.
Look up, Little Skunk. What do you see?
Little Skunk looked up. She saw woodpeckers sitting in the trees. But the branches were bare. They stretched out like skeleton bones, silhouetted against the sky.
They're dead, Auntie.
Oh no, Little Skunk. They're not dead. One day soon they will be covered in buds, and then bright green leaves will cover the branches. Close your eyes, little skunk. Can you see the leaves dancing in the breeze?
Yes, Auntie. I see them. I see them.
That is hope.
That is hope. Meanwhile, Little Rabbit and Little Rabbit's grandpa scurried until they came to Mr. Rabbit's garden. An old iron fence poked up from the underbrush. From the rusted scrolls hung something small and shriveled.
It's dead, Grandpa.
Oh no, little bunny. This chrysalis is not dead. One day soon, the butterfly growing inside will burst forth, spread her wings, and fly free among the flowers. Close your eyes, little bunny. Can you see her dancing in the wind?
Yes, Grandpa. I see her. I see her.
That is hope.
That is hope. All the animals returned home to their burrows.
I had a wonderful day today. Now I know there's always hope, even in the dark.
The grown-ups smiled as they tucked their little ones into bed and pulled the quilts up to their chins. Little Mole, Little Skunk, and Little Rabbit closed their eyes and fell fast asleep, dreaming of yellow tulips, green trees, and beautiful butterflies dancing together in the wind.
Having some difficulty with my papers. Well, that was hopeful. Please join us in moving from hopeful to joyful. Had to let our drummer come on. Let's do that again. Please join us in moving from hopeful to joyful. Walk, 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 walk through light and dark. Earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Sweat, dance, 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 dance through light and dark. Earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Dance, 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 dance through light and dark. Earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Life cycles round.
What gives you joy, Dorothy?
I love and get joy when I see my dog leap into the air and grab a frisbee. How about you, Carlo?
I love singing and dancing with my friends. Dance, dance, dance.
Dance, dance through light and dark. Earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Dance, 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 dance through light and dark. Earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Life cycles round.
What gives you joy? Shout it out. Who has something that gives them joy they'd like to share with us?
How about joy, joy, joy?
Oh, you're right. And we have joy, 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 joy that we're living. Joy, 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 that we're living. Joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, 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 joy that we're living. Now, I want
another joy. Who's got one? Shout it out. When your cat attacks you. Fun. Shout it out. Starbucks. Who else? Your dog. Joys, joys, joys.
Cooking.
Cooking. Any more? Joy, joy, joy.
Soccer.
Soccer and a joy.
Grandchildren.
Passover.
Hiking.
Hiking. Who else needs to tell us a joy?
And we have joy,
Joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, joy, joy.
Baseball.
Baseball. And over here.
Amazon. Church.
Church. And music, I heard. Let's take a couple more.
Dunkin' Donuts.
And we have joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy. We've got a couple more over here. What's your joy?
Video games.
Video games. Couple more. What's yours?
Presents.
Presents or cousins? I think both are good.
There's over here.
We got more joys. I'm gonna do a little skipping this way. Woo-hoo. Over this way.
Summer.
Summer.
Family.
And family. What about you, little skunk?
Friends.
And friends.
And we have
joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy,
joy, joy, joy that we're living. Joy, 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 joy that we're living. Joy, 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 joy that we're living. Joy, 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 joy that we're living. Joy, 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 joy that we're living.
Wow, I'm a bit out of breath. I wasn't anticipating. Well, I should have known. There's so many joys. You know, every joy that we have is unique to that person. And there are as many joys as there are drops of water in the sea. Sometimes we join into a joyful group and we're just pulled along into it, kind of like that experience. Other times, we just don't know when a spark of joy is going to come and surprise us.
One pathway to joy for me is learning. coming to know myself better, understanding the ways that I can contribute, and ways that I can live my values. That creates a strong sense of connection for me. It does. That's what this next song is about.
Well, we're going to teach you the movements. Surprise. There's some movements that go along with this song to the refrain. They're a little quick, but you're going to catch on because you guys are doing awesome. And it's a bit like the Macarena. So, you know, you can do it seated, standing, definitely dance in your imagination. And let's learn these movements.
All right, so it goes like this. If you dig down deep.
If you dig down deep.
And learn who you are.
And learn who you are.
You'll find a sparkle in your eyes.
You'll find a sparkle in your eyes.
A reflection of the stars.
A reflection of the stars.
The veins in your heart.
The veins in your heart.
Are like the roots of a tree.
Are like the roots of a tree.
And the blood in your veins.
And the blood in your veins.
Is like the water in the sea.
Is like the water in the sea.
You'll know that that part is coming when you see us start to circle our arms. And there's some spoken word verses, and during that part, you can just kind of bop as you'd like.
Life is a miracle. You are a miracle. 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 Learn who you are.
Sometimes you might look up into the trees and feel so small. The unfathomable, unknowable can fill you with awe. You wonder, am I important? I'm here to what end? The meaning of existence is so hard to comprehend. Another time, you might look at those same trees and notice how they're rooted and sway in the breeze. Each tree on its own seems quite insignificant. Together they make the air we breathe, and that is magnificent.
If you dig down deep and learn who you are, you'll find a sparkle in your eyes, a reflection of the stars. The veins in your heart are like the roots of a tree, and the blood in your veins is like the water in the sea. Life is a miracle. You are a miracle.
At night, you might look past the trees and see the shining stars. You contemplate they're made up of the same stuff we are. If they're covered by the clouds, their magic seems to be gone. The changing winds shift the clouds, revealing light that shines on. As water mirrors the color sunrise splashes across the sky, we reflect light to each other, ease the hurt of what's awry. These acts of kindness build and pay a cosmic dividend. To all we are connected, on each other we depend.
If you dig down deep and learn who you are, you'll find a sparkle in your eyes, a reflection of the stars. The veins in your heart are like the roots of a tree, and the blood in your veins is like the water in the sea. Life is a miracle. You are a miracle.
You are the one, the only. In all of time, there has never been another with exactly your vibe. So learn what your gifts are and use them to serve, so we can build the world that our children deserve. You are the one, the only, in all of time. There has never been another with exactly your vibe. So learn what your gifts are and use them to serve, so we can build the world that we all deserve.
If you dig down deep and learn who you are, you'll find a sparkle in your eyes, a reflection of the stars. The veins in your heart are like the roots of a tree, and the blood in your veins is like the water in the sea. Water in the sea. Water in the sea. Life is a miracle. You are a miracle.
Please join us one last time in walking from joyful back to quiet. Just quiet.
Walk, 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 walk through light and dark. Earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Sway, 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 sway through quiet days. Earth, sky, sky, earth, life cycles round. Life cycles round. Wind chimes, chiming my spirit into dance, tickling up laughter hidden away, the joy of every day.
The joy of every day. Wind chimes, chanting a song from deep within, gentle voices ringing. The joy of singing.
The joy of singing. Wind chimes chiming movement in my heart, oceans waving through the night, the joy of light.
The joy of light. Wind chimes, channeling warmth from the stars, generations sounding above. The joy of infinite love.
The joy of infinite love.